Looks like I'm going to have to go back and look at February 2nd and 3rd. For some reason, I don't think I did a good job reading those. I did want to mention St. Bridget of Ireland. She was a daughter of Dubhthach, who was a pagan Scottish king of Leinster. I may have done this already. Did I already do St. Bridget? This was interesting, though. A Christian, so her mother was a Christian slave who'd been baptized by St. Patrick. Just before Bridget's birth, her mother was sold to a Druid landowner. Bridget remained with her mother till she was old enough to serve her legal owner, Dubhthach, who was her father. So that's a little different for us to say. Our daughter is our slave. She grew up marked by her high spirits and tender heart, and as a child, she heard St. Patrick preach, and she never forgot it. She could not bear to see anyone hungry or cold, and to help them, she gave away things that were Dubhthach's, her father. When he protested, she replied, "Christ dwelt in every creature." Quote, Dubhthach tried to sell her to the king of Leinster, and while they bargained, she gave a treasured sword of her father to a leper. Dubhthach was about to strike her when Bridget explained she had given the sword to God through the leper because of its great value. The king, a Christian, forbade Dubhthach to strike her, saying, "Her merit before God is greater than ours." End quote. Dubhthach solved this domestic problem by giving Bridget her freedom. I guess it was cheaper to give her freedom than to keep having to give stuff away. Bridget's aged mother was in charge of her master's dairy. Bridget took charge and gave away the produce, but the dairy prospered under her. Hence her patronage of milkmaids, dairy workers, cattle, etc. And the Druid freed Bridget's mother. Bridget returned to her father, who arranged a marriage for her with a young bard. The bride refused and kept her virginity, went to the bishop, St. Mel of Ardagh, and took her first vows. Legend says that she prayed that her beauty be taken away so no one would seek her hand in marriage, and she was granted. Her beauty, she became apparently ugly. After she made her vows, her beauty was restored. Another tale says that when St. Patrick heard her final vows, he mistakenly used the form for ordaining priests. When he was told of this, he replied, "So be it, my son. She is destined for great things." Unquote. Her first convent started in 468 with 7 nuns. At the invitation of the bishops, she started convents all over Ireland. She was a great traveler, especially considering the conditions of the time, which led to her patronage of travelers, sailors, etc. Bridget invented the double monastery. So I think that's where you've got monks and nuns living in the same, not in the same place, but in the same building or adjoining buildings.